Greetings and salutations, and happy holidays for the recent and the forthcoming. I'm a member of Team 4, and we will be going over in Professor Claire and Professor Gerhardt's management classes the structure that we have chosen, which is the environment of a salon. And the name of salon, as you can see, is Sassy Maddie's Salon. No affiliation to any group member in here whatsoever. We will be going over the issue and the solutions for that issue and the problems that come with those solutions that we thought of. So let's get right into the thick of it. But before we get to the thick of it, let's look at the individuals that made this project happen, starting with me, Jermaine Celestra. Next, Claudia Domingo, Marel Sharif, John Hasek, Madison McNow, Alania Somos, and Shemay Tinney. And we didn't really have a specific role for each person. It's more like our strengths just placed us into those positions as our ideas started flowing into the project. So the rest of my team will be presenting and going more in depth into the field of the analyzation of the problem, the solutions, the options we've chosen, and later on we'll be going over the assessment of that and our strengths and weaknesses as a team. So hope you guys like the rest of this presentation.
Hi, my name is Claudia Domingo and I'm going to be talking about us. Sassy Maddie Salon offers an array of beauty services including haircuts, eyelash treatments, and waxes. Salon service providers are independent contractors that lease a space in our salon to perform a range of services where they work with shared supplies and resources that are provided by the salon. Problem definition, eroding goals. Service providers do not take initiative. Service providers are not maintaining their schedules or fulfilling professional obligations. It has contributed to workplace disorganization and results in inadequate outcomes, inconveniences customers by increasing wait times. Service providers fail to complete job functions. Service providers will not complete tasks that they do not think they should have to do. Discourages team cohesion and neglects organizational goals, frustrates customers when their needs are not met. Service providers behave unprofessionally. Service providers are ignoring customers that are not part of their customer base, compounds workplace divisions, damages trust, and disregards organizational needs. Disrespects customers when they do not feel acknowledged or valued. Service providers inhibit productivity. Service providers are not properly maintaining personal or shared workspaces, disrupts workflows, and prevents meaningful progress, inconsiderate of customer time, constraints, and needs.
Mar and I will be presenting our structural model. The model displayed shows the archetype our paper is based upon, eroding goals. What you're all seeing are two opposing reinforcing loops producing a balanced system. The top portion of this model exhibits the way in which service provider behavior has become self-interested, resulting in diminished team cohesion and an I am my position mindset. Our archetype also provides us with an idea of what our solution should look like. We discovered that based on this model, the salon needs to focus their energy on influencing provider behavior in effort to improve performance, which should help us improve the organizational outcomes and the overall customer satisfaction. During our analysis of Sassy Maddie's salon, we connected the 5 dysfunctions of a team to the challenges they are currently facing within their organization. Absence of trust has been founded upon the inconsistent behavior exhibited from the service providers, causing overall inadequacy throughout the salon. Problems throughout the salon that have persisted due to the discomfort of confrontation and fear of conflict. There have been a series of negative behaviors that have evolved and spread to the attitudes of other team members, resulting in each person's lack of commitment. Furthermore, the workplace relationships and customer satisfaction rates have suffered due to the negligence and avoidance of accountability among the service providers. The service providers' inattention to results has caused operations to suffer due to unsustainable conditions and lack of cohesion amongst the members of the team. Hence, our solution will need to be team-oriented and provide an equitable playing field among all of the staff to ensure proper care and commitment to the business itself.
Hello, my name is John Hassick, and I will be presenting our solution criteria as well as our solution options. To develop our solution criteria, we need to identify the core disciplines, leadership types, and strategies that will be central to resolving our organizational problem. Our core disciplines include personal mastery, mental models, shared vision, and team learning. Personal mastery encourages introspection, commitment, responsibility, and learning. Mental models transform I am my position mindsets into I am for the team mindsets. Shared vision generates a compelling vision developed through common interests and efforts. And team learning cultivates cohesive and effective teams by fostering a collaborative environment. The leadership types that we are concerned with are leadership with authority and leadership without authority. Leadership with authority comprehensively contains internal concerns and external threats from dedicated supporters, while leadership without authority concentrates on specific concerns and potential threats while developing innovative approaches to challenges. The strategies that we are interested in applying to our organizational problem are technical strategies and adaptive strategies. Technical strategies rely on existing knowledge, tools, and skills to implement effective solutions, whereas adaptive strategies rely on acquiring knowledge, tools, and skills to implement creative and effective solutions. Our team has formulated 3 solution options to consider. Our first solution option is to accept the status quo. In this scenario, leadership decides to do nothing to change the organizational problems at Sassy Maddie's Salon, because they have determined that any form of leadership intervention would be too costly and ineffectual at this time. This solution option uses leadership without authority and does not apply either technical or adaptive strategies. The possible traps associated with accepting the status quo are the eroding goals trap and the escalation trap. Our second solution option is minimal leadership intervention. In this scenario, leadership reminds service providers of their responsibilities, uses regulatory practices to discourage bad behavior, sets monthly performance standards, and acknowledges exceptional work and behavior. This solution option uses leadership with authority to apply technical strategies. The possible traps associated with this minimal leadership intervention include the eroding goals trap, the escalation trap, the policy resistance trap, and the shifting the burden to the intervener trap. Our third solution option is transformative leadership intervention. In this scenario, leadership takes an active role in managing personnel and organizational operations by improving communication, listening to concerns, requesting input, encouraging ingenuity and enterprise, as well as providing guidance, support, resolution, and direction. This solution option uses leadership with authority and leadership without authority to apply technical and adaptive strategies. The possible traps associated with this transformative leadership intervention include the eroding goals trap, the escalation trap, the limits to growth trap, the policy resistance trap, the rule beating trap, the shifting the burden trap, and the success to the successful trap. Although this transformative leadership intervention solution is the most complex, it is also the most resilient of our solution options because it comprehensively constructs an interconnected network of support structures that help to prevent detrimental failures.
As a group, we have created this table to the left that assesses the 3 solutions to the criterias: personal mastery, mental models, shared vision, team learning, and adaptive solution. For the first solution, accepting the status quo, which is basically having a hands-off, laissez-faire approach, we concluded that it doesn't fulfill any of the core disciplines and it is not an adaptive solution. There is no self-reflection or learning when it comes to this solution as well. For the second solution, we have chosen minimal leadership approach that uses authority and implements technical strategies. As a group, we agree that this solution would promote personal mastery and mental models, but would not develop shared vision or team learning. This solution is also not adaptive. We think that personal mastery and mental models could be promoted because the service providers are made aware that there is a problem since there is some sort of action being taken to resolve it. The service providers could reflect on themselves and also reflect on how much they contribute to these problems. They then could begin self-work. Moving on, for the third solution, we have came up with a transformative leadership intervention approach that involves those with and without authority. Technical and adaptive solutions would be necessary to make this the best solution possible. This solution fulfills each of the core disciplines and adaptive criteria. Here we have our transformative leadership intervention model. It shows the difference in service providers' behavior when there is leadership intervention and when there is not. Our transformative leadership solution is intended to address the core disciplines by encouraging personal development, changing perspectives, generating team cohesion, and cultivating a shared vision. This leadership approach will implement a combination of technical and adaptive strategies, like I mentioned before, that will address the major workplace dysfunctions by focusing on trust, conflict management, commitment, accountability, and collective goals. The purpose of our transformative leadership intervention solution is to change the service provider's behavior from an I am my position mindset, which is having a lack of consideration for other departments in the organization, to a I am for the team mindset.
Using the principles of system thinking to address the service provider problems at Sassy Maddie's Salon has enabled our team to comprehensively understand the process involved, model the problem, and formulate the solution. Reflecting on our organizational challenges has facilitated collaboration and produced an alignment of collective pursuits that focus on overall service provider performance, organizational outcomes, and customer satisfaction. As with any systems problem, there are still many areas of inquiry to examine and potential improvements to be made. The most important course of action for future of Sassy Maddie Salon is to continue developing our learning organization by processing, adapting, engaging, growing, connecting, and committing to providing exceptional service to our customers. We want to thank you from Sassy Maddie's Salon. We are now going to be moving on to the discussion of our team's strengths.
Hello, my name is Shimei Tinney, and I'll be covering a reflection of our team strengths. In reflecting on our team strengths, we have included our individual strengths from the Clifton Strengths Assessment. Working through team dysfunctions. Absence of trust. Our team was able to build trust by working together. We maintained communication and respected one another. Fear of conflict. Our team initially struggled to decide on a project model. We found direction by defining our project ideas and objectives. Lack of commitment. Our team did not experience a lack of commitment. We were aligned on our team expectations and goals. Avoidance of accountability. Our team did not experience the avoidance of accountability. We held regular meetings to review our progress. Inattention to results. Our team did not experience inattention to results. We remained engaged, which kept us on track. As a team, we discovered that we had different strengths that complemented one another, and we were able to use those strengths to work together, support one another, and optimize efficiency to achieve our goals. Fortunately, our team did not experience many dysfunctions because all of us were prepared, wanted to contribute, actively communicated, and recognized that we shared a mutual endeavor. Thank you for watching. This has been a presentation by Jermaine Celestra, Claudia Domingo, Mar El Sharif, John Hassick, Madison McNall, Alania Somos, and myself, Shimei Tinney. We really hope you enjoyed it and look forward to answering any questions you may have.